When Coyote vs. Acme survived the accountant's axe a few years back, a lot of people, yours truly among them, were very excited to hear that the project had survived the ordeal like its main character walking away from an anvil to the head. And finally, now that it's hitting theaters, will it be able to make the most of its second chance? I'm Clint Gage, and this is my review of Coyote vs. Acme. Looney Tunes have been around since the 30s. That's almost 100 years, so it's safe to say that they've seen it all. And the creators are still able to find a way to make Bugs, Daffy, and the rest continually fun and relevant it's frankly pretty wild. With Coyote vs. Acme, writer Sammy Birch and director Dave Green have figured out a way to do it again. Tired of being exploded, bludgeoned, and stranded in midair at high altitudes with nothing but the canyon floor distantly beneath him, Wile E. Coyote decides to sue Acme, the iconic company behind all the insane products he uses to not catch Roadrunner. It's a premise built on pain, suffering, pathological repetition that generations of humanity have found hilarious, myself included. When he tracks down Will Forte's Kevin Avery, a Billboard-famous personal injury lawyer looking to do the bare minimum to get by in life relatively undetected, the movie turns into equal parts courtroom drama, corporate intrigue, and dry, absurdist comedy. It's A Few Good Men by way of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it works on just about every level.
Okay, what do you...
So everything from the products themselves, like Acme brand canned lions or dehydrated boulders, to the old reliable metal pellets mixed in with birdseed, and a book titled How to Wait Around Dramatically, to the characters themselves that are named in honor of original Looney Tunes creatives Tex Avery, Chuck Jones, and Michael Maltese, the details in the film are all on point. The film is a mix of classic Looney Tunes gags with a more modern comedic sensibility, and it proves not only that Looney Tunes have always had that going for them, but also the filmmakers behind Coyote vs. Acme understand this and can add to it. But Coyote and Roadrunner are a very short-form tradition. Stacking a narrative on top of a popular but storyless property is a phenomenon that the Lego Movie perfected and plenty of would-be franchises have tried to imitate in the years since. A piano is being dropped on heads is all well and good for a few minutes at a time, but the real challenge with making a feature-length version is figuring out what can be interesting for an hour and a half. And the answer for Coyote vs. Acme isn't just the legal backdrop. It's the weird psychological motivation behind Wile E. Coyote's decades-long determination to catch Roadrunner. Now, the film treats Coyote with no small amount of sadness. There's a genuine obsession to what the Toon is doing with his life in the desert, living in a cave surrounded by blueprints of all his failed plans. Wile E. Coyote is the Joker to Roadrunner's Batman, or vice versa, depending on who you're rooting for. Ultimately, however, this is Will Forte's movie as well, and as a two-hander with an animated coyote, the pair of them form a legitimately engaging emotional core. They both grow and learn and all of that junk, but before you start thinking that a Looney Tunes movie is taking itself too seriously, rest assured it does not.
I thought cartoons are supposed to be funny.
In the balancing act of adding enough heart to hang a whole story from, while not shoving something so gauche as a theme down our throats, Coyote vs. Acme just nails it. Yes, it's a story about becoming the best version of yourself, about trying over and over again in the face of failure, pain, and rejection because you know it's the right thing to do. There's a mystery to solve and a fight against a heartless corporation. But also Porky Pig is here for the pantless modeling gig. It's got everything. And the comedic timing at play is also excellent. The movie is not afraid of an awkward pause or rapid-fire sight gags. Every joke is treated with exactly what it needs. This is due, I think, in large part to the supporting cast. Now, John Cena, as Acme's shameless in-house counsel Buddy Crane, does exactly what he needs to do. And ditto Lana Condor, as Avery's idealistic recent law school grad niece. They're both very good and carry their scenes with humor and weight wherever it's needed. But the funniest non-animated cast members have way fewer lines than either of them. Luis Guzman as the trial judge who doesn't want any silliness in his courtroom, Martha Kelly as an employee of Avery's law firm who might not be able to make it back from her mini golf tournament this weekend, and PJ Byrne as an Acme stooge and Cena sycophant all bring a ton to this movie in small doses. Now for me, Those are the type of characters to keep an eye on. They're the ones that speak to how effective a movie like this is. When there are entire moments built around supporting cast members like this that survive the editing process, it means the filmmakers knew what they were doing during casting, production, and post. But seriously, I really firmly believe that the background jokes are the true measure of a movie like this. And think about movies like Spaceballs, right? The main characters, they're great, they do the work well, but it's Spaceballs the flamethrower or Mr. Radar that are more often than not my favorite jokes, those things in the background that you really have to pay attention to catch. The Naked Gun is the same way. Frank Drebin is an amazing role that Leslie Nielsen is rightfully remembered for, but the stuff like the chalk outline floating in the water or my dad went the same way, those are the jokes that fill out a movie and make it stand the test of time. And I think Coyote vs. Acme has all of those things. And we can't talk about this movie without also talking about the meta-narrative at play. Coyote vs. Acme famously slipped the noose when Warner Brothers boss David Zaslav tried to kill the movie for a tax break. Now, thanks to the cast and crew and frankly most of us shouting about how dumb and tragic that would be, WB rethought the decision and Ketchup Entertainment stepped in to release the movie. Now, the film wasn't written about that in the first place, but it is hilariously appropriate that a Looney Tunes movie about corporate shenanigans would fall victim to corporate shenanigans itself. There were a few touches most likely added in the aftermath of the Warner Brothers near miss, like the based on a true story title card at the beginning of the film. And not to get too into dissecting a joke, but I'm going to. But based on a true story is one of those jokes that's just silly if you don't know any of the backstory. Like, Wile E. Coyote is not real. This is not a true story. But it's a courtroom drama, and a lot of those are true stories. So there's like a genre element at play to this joke. Like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are getting the Aaron Brockovich treatment. So it's got that working for it, while also being just a fantastic dig at the real world, like business side of the movie, all with one little 5-word title card before the credits. It's a testament to the filmmakers trying over and over again in the face of failure and rejection and corporate overreach, just like the film's central characters. Coyote vs. Acme is ironically the perfect movie to have survived that ordeal. And it's so perfect, the cynical side of me wonders if WB didn't stage the whole thing as a publicity stunt. Now, who knows? Either way, it's a layer of intrigue to this movie that fell on their heads like an anvil from the sky, and the film does not waste the opportunity.
It's not your fault.
Acme is evil.
So, I am giving Coyote vs. Acme a 9. Amazingly, this movie succeeds at just about everything it's trying to do, showing a clear understanding of what makes the classic Looney Tunes characters so timeless. It's a savvy mix of absurd humor, a satirical meta subplot, and just enough emotional weight to make us care about these short-form animated punching bags for a full feature-length runtime. And with capable leads in Will Forte, John Cena, and Lana Condor, highlighted by hilarious bits from the supporting cast, Coyote vs. Acme proves the Looney Tunes won't be going anywhere so long as they keep chasing that bird. So, that's what I thought of Coyote vs. Acme. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comments below. And if you need more movie reviews or more pantsless modeling gigs, be sure to stay right here with IGN. But for now, that's all, folks.